All right, so in this video, I want to share with you the story of how I turned away a $100,000 website client and why I did it. So let's get into it. Welcome back to another video. I want to dive right into the story. This story hurts a little bit to tell, and there are probably some of you out there that are going to say, Peyton, you're crazy and you're a moron for turning down such a big client. But I want to tell you the reasons why I turned down this huge client. So the story begins here about 2 weeks ago. Somebody reached out to me via my website. They had found me through a Google search. They were a local company here in my home state, and they scheduled a call. So we hopped on the call, and I had to go through the process of signing a non-disclosure. And I very quickly realized that this was a pretty big company. Now, they had marked the box on my website for the maximum budget amount, which is $20,000 plus. And so I knew that they were serious, but as we got to talking after I signed this non-disclosure, I realized that this individual had a lot of money, a lot of influence, and had very high hopes and was very ready to invest a ton into this business venture. Now, normally this is the type of client that we love, right? Somebody that's willing to invest not only their money, but their time. They have a vision of what they want. They know that they need to build a team with the right people in order to accomplish their goal. And so he was very much willing to just hand me the reins and let me basically take his budget and his goals and his dreams and make them a reality online. And so as the call started out, I was feeling really, really encouraged by what I was hearing, and I felt like he was going to be a great client. However, when we got into kind of the scope of the project and everything that he needed done, I very quickly realized that this was not going to fit within our expertise and our processes. So my agency, Pay Digital, we offer web design, Webflow development, and then SEO services. We also manage a lot of Google ad campaigns for our clients, but that's not something that we offer to everybody. But we like to work within those parameters, and we don't take projects that are outside of that. So we don't build WordPress websites, we don't do Facebook ads, we don't do anything that falls outside of our expertise because we have the processes and the people in place to execute all of them at a really high level. So as this guy started talking to me, I realized that they were going to need very custom solutions. He was going to need an app, and he was going to need a website that needed to be custom coded and had all of these really in-depth features. And then he's going to need somebody to not only manage just like Google ads, but we're going to need to essentially manage like add banners and different things on the website for thousands of different companies. And I realized that we're going to have to hire a lot of different people in order to accomplish this. Now, as we talked about budget and all these different things, he had a huge budget. He was willing to pay a monthly management fee. He was willing to pay us, hourly or by a retainer. And then also he was very ready to pony up a lot of money up front for these website builds. Now, this was really, really difficult for me to say no to. And in fact, during the call, I found myself saying yes to everything. I said, oh yeah, we could figure that out. We could do this, we could do that. We can bring in outside people. And he was very ready to hire us. However, as I hung up on that call and I started thinking and I spoke with my team, I realized that this was going to cost us more money than it was going to make us. Now, in this scenario, let's just say that this project could have accounted for 20% of our revenue. However, I knew that it was going to take probably 40 to 50% of our time and resources. Now, there was the benefit there that it was guaranteed work, right? And so if we were in a position where we were really needing clients or desperate for work, I probably would have said yes. But what I've learned is even if we don't have, clients queued up for the next 12 months, they're always going to be there because we have our processes in place to generate leads and land new clients. And so it was really hard to say no to that guaranteed chunk of money that probably would have been a several-year contract. But the fact of the matter is, if it's not within your wheelhouse or your process, in the long term, it could potentially end up costing you more money than it makes you. And so, as I discussed with my team, we came to the decision that we were going to turn away that project in order to keep our schedule and our time freed up for the clients that were going to fit within our very specific process of web design, Webflow development, and SEO. And I know that even though that might hurt right now, I'm going to be glad that we did it in the next month or two as we pick up more clients, and I realize that instead of having to take all of the attention and resources away from my other clients and put it into this one unique client, we can maintain our processes, and this is going to guarantee that my current clients that we've landed in the past, are not going to get neglected. So anyways, I sent out an email to this individual and I said, this is not going to work. It's just not going to be a good fit for us. And we parted ways. And so the lesson that I learned from this is we cannot let ourselves become the freelancer, the agency owner that says yes to everything just because it's there. And if you become the person that says yes to everything, you're going to end up having a different client using different tools, different processes with different goals, and there's going to be no way to systematize your business. There's going to be no way to give the needed attention and get the needed results or the expected results that your client really is needing to grow their business, because you're going to spread yourself way too thin. So that is the story of why I turned down a $100,000 client and why you should do the same. Decide what it is that you do best and stick to it. It may not seem like the best choice right now, but months down the road, you're going to be happy that you have a process, you have a type of client that you work with exclusively, and that way you're not going to be spread thin with too many different industries, clients, tools, processes, because you will end up letting yourself down, your team down, and your clients down. So thanks so much for watching this video. If you have any questions, drop those down in the comments, and I will look forward to catching you in the next video.